All right. Setting this up. Can you guys hear me okay? There's no. Can you guys hear me okay? No, there is no edification. If you're looking for edification, is not the video. Alan Parr does not need to be edified. I'm tired of his scam he's running. This guy has the audacity to whine and complain, to make a video whining and complaining about not getting enough views. This guy. And it shows he's a complete fraud because that's what he's focused on. I mean, he's talking about all the work he's put in to videos and he's not getting the views that he thinks that he should. Do you see all the work I put in to those Vigilant Christian videos I made? And I didn't get very many views at all. But he got way more than me, but yet he's still complaining. You didn't hear me coming on YouTube whining about how you guys, I need to get more views on my Vigilant Christian videos. Because obviously this dude has a motive. He is fixated on the number of views he gets. Yep. Yeah, and what are you talking about? Is this an encouraging live? What do you mean? It's a live. It's not supposed to be encouraging or discouraging. I'm talking about this fraud here. I'm not saying Alan Parr is like Vigilant Christian, because I do believe he's a legitimate practicing Christian and everything, but his motive for YouTube is views and money. And this video that he made where he had the audacity to whine and complain about it. All right, so I was waiting for some people to get in. So looks like we have 22 people. So go ahead and get ready to start the video. I'm going to play through his video and just offer my commentary, what I think this really means. Translate what he means, but he's not saying. Okay, let me. Okay, here we go. I made a video about him a few months ago where I was going over. He has this course. He's charging $1,500 for this course. I made a video about it. And it's for how to utilize your YouTube channel. So he is charging, he's breaking it up into 3 parts. The first part, it's just sales tactics. That's what he's doing. His first part is free. The starter kit. The starter kit for Christ. And then he's got the second part, but that's going to cost you $497. And then as you complete that, the elite part, the last part, where the ones who are really serious are going to really grind in and get serious enough to purchase the last part for $997 or whatever it is. $1,500 for the second and third part. It's sales tactics. That's why I'm making this video. It's so transparent once you know what to look for. All right. I was going to let some more people come in. So, come over here. There he is with his plaque. Now, look at the very first second of the video. He does what do you think he does? The cliche sigh that they all do when they're making dramatic videos. And I mean, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with him paying, charging some money for some courses or something, you know, or if somebody, you know, would like to use that Creators for Christ and they just really can't afford that. I think he should make exceptions where he just gives it to them because he says his motive is to advance God's kingdom, right? He's in a bubble now where all the people he know have, you know, a nice chunk of change. They can afford $1,500. And if they can afford $1,500 and give it to him, I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with the ones who cannot afford it and are not getting it, something that could actually be useful for them. According to Alan, this is a tool that will help people advance God's kingdom. So if it's a tool to help people advance God's kingdom, why are you withholding it from ones who cannot afford it? I think that's the real question. Because he's a businessman. This YouTube channel is a business more than a ministry. It's dressed up and disguised as a ministry. And I know Alan Parr thinks he has. I know he thinks he has a ministry. I mean, I guess technically he does. But when you are fixated on results, views, and clicks, then that's not a real ministry, even if it appears like one. Because ministry ministers, how are you going to minister when you want to shut down because you're not getting the right amount of views or because you're charging a certain amount of money that the average person cannot afford? All right, so maybe we'll go over this video later or parts of it. Now let's go over his video. He made this video, 2 days ago? And the future of this channel. And basically, he is basically whining about not getting enough views for all the hard work he puts in, saying that Christians only want to watch trending topics and drama. Yeah, exactly. That's why channels like me and many other channels who don't want to just become a drama channel, we all suffer from that. But Alan, you haven't suffered too much because you hit 1 million subscribers. So you're not suffering anything like the rest of us are. Because many of us could make video after video after video about drama and trending topics and be much more successful here on YouTube. For example, right here, Ruslan, Alan Parr's little buddy, right? Okay, first of all, why do you have a close-up of your face on the banner? Like, why? does he think this is a Ralph Lauren polo ad or something? Do you think you're a model? I don't get this close up of my face, but yet I'm a ministry. I'm here about Jesus, but let me put on the banner a close up of my face, which just looks like, hey, everybody, I want you to look at me. But I'm a ministry for Jesus. Okay, now look at this dude's channel content. This dude is pumping out videos to grab your attention. This is not a ministry. This is a channel he's running around talking about whoever will give him the most views. So here we go. Carl Lentz. I'm not sure who that is. Tim Ross. I don't even know who Tim Ross is. I don't care who Tim Ross is. This stuff does not interest me. Oh, Sneeko. Is Sneeko Muslim now? Yeah, Sneeko said he was Muslim, and who cares? I don't even know anything about Sneeko, and I know he's Muslim. Okay. Reporter silences parents. Now, this could be, I think this is a justifiable video. I think this is stuff we're talking about right here. You know, just to give an update. Not something you have to pump out a ton of videos about, but I think that things like this, the way that like Satanists or New Agers are infiltrating their way into church and stuff, I think that's necessary to talk about at times. Okay, here we go. The Christian Illuminati blacklisted me for this, and he's got Lecrae, and he's got the eye and a triangle. Maybe they blacklisted you because you're a mediocre rapper. You're not that talented. If you were, you probably would have made it into industry, because I'm quite sure as we go up here, he's all about attention for himself. He's not worried about attention for Jesus. So I think if it was up to him, he'd be a big star in the music industry right now. Okay. Let's see here. There are a lot of people he talks about. Jim Carrey. Okay, I know Jim Carrey's talked about faith, but come on, all these people, all these actors talk about faith and stuff because they're told to. They do that to mislead people. Okay. I've seen a lot. I mean, these are somewhat like sensationalized, but these are not nearly as bad. I think he must have it on his other channel. Okay, like, yeah. Why did that reset itself? And okay, Logan Paul presses. Who cares? Like Logan Paul. Oh, you mean to tell me Logan Paul's not acting like a Christian, so we need to bring it up? So when the world doesn't act like a Christian, we need to make sure we bring that to the attention. I guess also because it helps give views as well. Let me see his. Okay, I think this. Okay, let's look at this.
Welcome to Bless God Studios.
This is what Alan Parr talked about that he doesn't want to do. It's just like constantly using people's names and celebrities to get attention and views for your channel. He doesn't want to build it up. And I agree with that. But of course, when you don't do this to build it up, you're gonna get a lot less views. Alan should know that, but yet he still has 1 million subscribers. Okay, there are a lot of other headlines that he has used. I actually screenshot him before. I'll put that on another video because there were some really bad ones that really had nothing at all to do with God that are even worse than these. Like right here, Penguins confront Sneeko over video. Is that two non-Christians having some YouTube beef? Is that really important to make a video about? But because they're huge YouTubers, Ruslan wants to make a video about them. And he does this kind of stuff all the time. He uses people's names to get clicks and views. I'll tie this back into the video when I get on the Alan Parr video. I'll go ahead and start that. I haven't looked at any comments. Let me make sure I don't need to address anything. Uh-oh, there's Sonny. Sonny, don't be causing any chaos in here, okay? I mean, Sonny is, look at how rude she is to everybody. She is always in here causing problems. Agent of chaos. All right. All right, let's go ahead and start this video. Now look at the first thing he does when he takes that breath. Look at this.
Guys, this is a big...
Oh, it's almost as bad as Mario. Oh my goodness, so fake. Oh, and the nice little piano background to stir up your emotion and make you know how heartfelt this is from Alan Parr. All right, I'm going to try to be quiet this time.
Guys, this is a video that, if I'm being completely honest with you, is not a video that I ever really wanted to make and planned on making because it's going to require me to be very vulnerable, transparent, and real with you all as I discuss candidly kind of the future of this YouTube channel and just honestly where I'm at right now, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, as it relates to YouTube. So I got some notes over here. So if you see me looking over here, I just want to capture all my thoughts in this video. A couple of months ago, I'd say about a month ago, I had this great milestone, if you will, where I passed over 1 million subscribers on this channel, and everybody was singing my praises, and everybody was sending me congratulatory messages and all of that. And what should have been a really, really exciting time of celebration as we look at that milestone, it was experienced with mixed emotions, if I'm just being completely honest with you all, because unfortunately, what I started doing is I looked at the number of subscribers that I had amassed. You know, 1 million people clicked that button and said they want to subscribe. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of people. But then I allowed negativity and discouragement to kind of creep in because I started looking at my views on a lot of the videos that I was putting out at that time. And when I looked at the difference, the discrepancy, if you will, between the number of people who were watching the videos and the number of people who subscribed, I allowed the enemy to just get to me, It was like, man, are my people not interested in my videos?
There it is. Are my people not interested in my videos? Are my people not interested in my videos? I thought that this was supposed to be a work for God. This is supposed to be a ministry.
Like, how come, you know, the majority, like 80-90% of the people who subscribed are not interested in the content, right?
Oh, I can't. I mean, can you believe this? Let's go back here. Okay, everyone. This is Alan Parr's struggle in life. Oh, one of his videos only got 24,000 views. Wow. This guy is oppressed. Let's start a prayer chain for Alan Parr. Only 24,000 views. So this dude is whining and crying because 24,000 views. Because the truth of the matter, it's his ego that's bruised. And this is when he's saying the other things about
videos that I was putting out at that time. And when I looked at the difference, the discrepancy, if you will, between the number of people who were watching the videos and the number of people who subscribed, I allowed the enemy to just get to me.
That's not the enemy. That's your ego. You're pissed off because more people are not watching. You obviously don't understand how YouTube works because channels, they only get a fraction of views from their subscriber count. You don't, if you have 1 million subscribers, that doesn't mean you're going to get a million views of video. It doesn't even mean you're going to get 500,000 or 100,000 views of video. Definitely not on average. At times, if you pick a trendy topic, then yeah, you'll get hundreds of thousands of views. And I think at times it's necessary to make a video about a trending topic. I'm not saying you should never make a video about trending topics. What I'm saying is you should not make your whole channel strictly only trending topic videos, because that's going to show that you, I mean, if you're claiming to have a ministry, if you're not claiming to have a ministry, then, I mean, you can do what you want. But if you're claiming to have a ministry, then you need to make videos that minister. Isn't that what ministry means? Exactly. Yep. All the money he's potentially losing. Yeah, I mean, he's not as bad as Mario, but I mean, it's, I mean, I don't, yeah, the money thing with Mario is bad. It's also, I just don't ever, I don't think he's a Christian. I don't think Mario is ever a believer anyways. I think that he's a new ager and that he's just saying, hey, I can cash in and make money as a Christian minister or whatever on YouTube. I think that's the scam he was running. And I think there are legitimate Christians, legitimate believers that can get mixed up and start doing trendy, like Ruslan. I think Ruslan is a genuine Christian. I believe, don't mark my words on that. But I believe, at least as of now, that he is a genuine believer. I just don't like that he claims to be a ministry and is making videos about nothing but trending topics and trending people. Whereas Alan Parr, he does have a good mixture on his channel. He does a good job on his channel, but you can tell, because here's another thing. Whenever you see Alan Parr, when you see him on a live stream or when it's just him on a thumbnail, what's he always doing? Huge glued on smile. So you have this glued on smile. Why? To make yourself appear very friendly. But then you're over here complaining about not getting the views that you thought you should be getting. So that lets you know that whole, these are sales tactics. Alan Parr is a salesman. And what do salesmen do? They flash that phony smile all the time. And then, but then if he's not flashing a smile, it's because he's getting serious and looking sad, like he is on this video. I'll go ahead and play some more. this video is like 20 minutes long. I don't know if I'm gonna play the whole thing, but we'll see how it goes.
Just get to me. It was like, man, are my people not interested in my videos? Like,
there it is. Are my people not interested in my videos? What are you talking about? You claim to be a minister. You claim that you're doing this for God. So when you're complaining about that video only getting 24,000 views, well, what about the 24,000 people who watched it? Do they not count? Or 24,000 people not important? I make videos. I mean, and you can look here. I made this Prime review, 255 views. I don't care. I did it because I thought some people would be interested in knowing, because for like 6 months, I had no idea what Prime tastes like. I was curious. I was just curious. I wonder what it tastes like compared to Gatorade or Powerade. So then when I saw some, I bought it. I tried it and I said, I bet there's some people that are looking for reviews on YouTube about Prime so they can know if it's something they should get. So I made it. Only 255 views. Not a big deal. I didn't make any money off that. I didn't even make enough money from here to pay back the bottles of Prime that I bought. But it's fine. It doesn't matter. Now, come over here. I have 12.5 thousand subscribers. I only got 255 views. Are you people not interested in watching my videos and what I'm talking about? Are you not interested in my soap reviews or my... I only got 1.4 thousand views on my young Don Gideon being a pervert video. Are you people not interested in my videos? I mean, 2.5 thousand, 4.9 thousand, and actually 4.9 thousand is actually a lot for a channel with 12,000. That's like a third of your channel, even though probably most of these views came from non-subscribers. People who were just looking young Don up on a search engine. 8.9 thousand. This one did pretty well for me. You know, here we go. Spencer Smith, I made a video. 3,000. With this one over here. An alternative shampoo for men. This is a product that men can use where you don't have to use shampoo and conditioner because it's combined. And it's supposed to be even better. Only 349 views. This Spencer Smith, I put a lot of time in this video. 591 views. Not a lot. Yeah, you don't get a lot of views on YouTube unless you are talking about topics that are trending. Topics that are like dramatic. That's where it's at. They say sex sells, which is true in some cases, but drama sells even more. Over here, 1.1 thousand. You see the Dr. Squatch reviews. I'm giving a warning over here about Alan Parr. That only got 1,000 views. This Dr. Squatch got 2.4 thousand, 3.5 thousand, 6.5 thousand, 6,000. Then over here, I talked about my mom. 1.6 thousand. Alan, what if I was like you? I'd be like, hey, why didn't I get 12,000 views? Why didn't my 12,000 subscribers click on this? Why don't my subscribers watch my videos? Why don't my subscribers care? You don't hear me whining about that. My videos. Now this one here, I put a lot of work into this one. 347 views. I feel like this is actually one of my best videos, but one of the least viewed videos on my channel. The value, the quality of your videos are not determined by how many views you get. I got this video here. Look at that. 2.3 million views 4 years ago. 2.3 million views. And guess what? This is one of my worst videos. All I did was I had my phone and was recording the cats at the shelter so that when I went home, I could look over the clips to try to narrow down the cat that I wanted to get. And then as I was dumping, after I got a couple cats from the shelter, I was dumping the footage. And as I did that, I said, hey, I should just save these clips to my hard drive and then just chop it up and throw a video on YouTube on my channel. I said, that'd be cool. You know, I thought I'd probably get a few hundred views. I didn't do it for views. I just did it because it's something I wanted to put on my channel. And one way or another, a few people shared it and then it went viral. But that's not my close to one of my most high quality videos. So it's not about how much work you put into it. It really is about the topic. And if you're selling drama, because that is what sells. Now, the reason that a good bit of these Dr. Squatch videos here, Dr. Squatch reviews, is because people are searching for Dr. Squatch in the search engine. So if you can talk about something where people are searching for it in a search engine, so I have 11,000 views on that one. Whereas this other soap company that's actually higher quality soap than Dr. Squatch, only 663 views, because people aren't searching for that in the search engine. You know, here's another video where I'm poking fun of the fake prosperity gospel teachers and prophetic teachers. It only got 268 views. Well, I thought I should get a few more views than this, but the people who watched it, you know, they got a laugh out of it, so that's fine with me. Like I said, yeah, all YouTubers feel like their videos, hope their videos are going to get more views. But you can't, like, I made this video here, and this was actually trending. But there's so many. The YouTube was saturated with videos about Will Smith and Chris Rock. And I only talked about it because, to me, it just looked like a setup from the beginning. It just looked so fake. So here we go, another video where I'm making fun of prosperity preachers. Only 973 views. Didn't get a lot, and I put some good amount of work into that. Over here, Dr. Squatch, 48,000. So 6,000, 8,000 for Dr. Squatch. Then the Marcus Rogers videos, only a couple thousand. These little clips I show of Andrew Farley, I just like, what is this, like a minute? Oh, this one's actually 15. And this one's 10. Okay. But I will put this on because I think that this is good for my viewers to check out. So anyways, my point is that we all deal with this, Alan. And you... Alan is upset because one of his videos only got 24,000. Okay, first of all, it's only one video. It's not like all of his videos are getting that low. Because let's go over and look at his channel real quick before we resume the video. Okay, let's look at.
Hey, my friend.
Okay. That one got 99,000. This one got 62,000. This one got 650,000. That's going to be a nice chunk of change. And I don't have a problem with it. I think this video probably is a good one because I have not watched it, but I agree with the title about how some of these so-called Christian worship songs just, they have lyrics out of context. Some of them are just flat out misleading. And come over here, 277,000. So right there, that's almost 1 million views on 2 videos. But then the guy whines because 231,000. The guy whines because he's got videos like this that only get 39,000, 32,000. But here you go. Here's one at 267,000. Oh, 24. Let's talk about getting high. Oh, I wonder why no one clicked on that. Because you're trying to use a dumb title. Do you think people are going to think you're actually endorsing marijuana? Of course. That's why no one even clicked on this, because they knew it's clickbait. And you need to do better than this, because that's not a good title. If you're gonna do clickbait, do it right, because that's just terrible. Here we go, 324,000. But then this one only 14,000. This one only 19,000. This one's 16,000. And I get it. I understand. This was a series. Okay, the 7 last sayings of Jesus, right? Okay, here we go. So he's announcing this series. So he got 31,000 when he made the announcement. So evidently, people were not that fascinated with the last 7 words of Jesus. So I come over here to the first video in that series, 35,000. Come over to 2, 36,000. Part 3, 19,000. Part 4, 30,000. Part 5, 16,000. Part 6, 19,000. And part 7, 14,000. So evidently, when he made this series, he was thinking he's going to get a lot more views. Now, you're up here worried about your view count. But what if this is some of your best? I haven't watched the videos. I don't know. But what if this was some of your best work, but it only got this amount of views, which, first of all, is a lot of views if you think about it. It's just not a lot of views in comparison to the amount of other views. So if you're really about ministry, then you should just be thankful that you've reached 16,000, 30,000, 19,000, 36,000. You should be happy for that. But what you're really worried about is not making the amount of money that you thought you should have made. And how do I know that? I know that because right here, because of this.
About this.
Charging $1,500 for this course. That's how we know that you are, in fact, about money. Let me go back over to Allen's. So that's the real reason. This guy's a businessman disguised as a minister. He may be a minister, but it's secondarily. He's primarily a businessman. Why else would you charge $1,500 for a course and then make a video with sad piano music playing in the background about how you're not getting the amount of views that you think you should? I have 1 million subscribers, so I shouldn't be getting such low view counts on certain videos. If you want to make a video, and he mentions this, and I agree, he says we should not only be focused on drama-based videos, we should be focused on learning more about God, learning more about Jesus, and I agree with that. But unfortunately, if you want to make a video pointing that out, that's fine. I have no problem with that. But what you need to do, hang on, let me look this over some more. Yeah, and some of these videos, okay, how Christians should date for a healthy and happy marriage, part 1. 233,000 views. That's actually really good. And that's not, sensationalized. It's something that the common Christian may want to look at. I mean, I didn't look at it, but I mean, it may be good. I don't know. I stopped watching Alan Parr once he started very subtly backloading works to the gospel. Once I noticed he started doing that, I was like, yeah, I can't take this guy serious. And then I started noticing how he would pump up bigger pastors that have a large following. Oh, and then the thing with Marcus Rogers. And I mean, I agree with Alan's side in the Marcus Rogers debate he had, But why do you have Marcus Rogers on? Because Marcus Rogers has like 600,000-700,000 subscribers, and he wants to get a chunk of those. That's why he did it. Like I said, he's a businessman. This is a business disguised as a ministry. Why else would he have Marcus Rogers on? He doesn't take on other people with he doesn't take on smaller people. I mean, you'll only see him interact with like big names. Okay, so now I agree with a lot of what he says. You know, he's not as bad. You know, his videos are not as bad as a lot of other people's. I just don't like the business tactics. And I mean, it is possible that, you know, a believer, a genuine believer, you know, have good intentions, start out a ministry, and they get distracted with the money and doing stuff like this, and still be a believer and still be a fellow brother. So I'm not judging him on that count. What I'm doing is I'm rebuking his sales tactics and exposing that he's actually a businessman more than a minister, even if it may not even be his intentions. I'm really not sure. I do think overall he means well, but he is really caught up in popularity, views, and money. It's a slippery slope. But even more than that, like I said, my biggest issue with Alan Parr is that he started backloading very subtly works to the gospel. That's my biggest issue, even more than the sales tactics. Because that's what I primarily judge people preaching on. And that's why I haven't blasted Ruslan more than I have, because as far as I can tell, I mean, I may change my position the more information I learn. But so far, from what I've heard from Ruslan, he has not added works to the gospel. So that's the one thing I like about Ruslan, and really that's the biggest thing. Me thinking he's annoying, you know, trying to sound cool, saying things like, "Oh, that was super dope, bro." You sound like a high surfer. Like, you don't sound cool. You're in your 40s. It's time to stop trying to fit in with the teenagers and stop talking like a teenager. I think that's annoying. I think his this is annoying. The way he zooms in, has the close-ups.
It might be possible.
If the channel was just flat out about him, no big deal, but it's supposed to be a ministry. So that's why. And I'm not saying, I'm not getting religious and saying, oh, you have to put a cross up and say, "I heart Jesus" on your banner to be a legitimate Christian. I'm just saying, but why are you trying to draw this attention to yourself? There's something inside of you that really, really wants attention to put it. And it's not even like it's a zoomed out photo where it's just him and there's a cool backdrop. No, it's a close up of his face. So close up, we don't even see his forehead or the bottom of his chin, because for some reason he wants us to see his cheek. We really need to see the texture of his skin. Oh, and his nose. Oh, and his mouth hanging open. And his ears. We really need to see that. That's what I want to. The first people introduced to my channel, when they click on, I just want a close up of my face. How about like this? Is that good? This is going to be my banner. But my point is, this is annoying. But as far as I know, Ruslan doesn't add to the gospel. So that's why I don't go in harder at him. If this guy started adding a bunch of works to the gospel, then I would go at him harder. Alan, on the other hand, who I actually like better than Ruslan overall, I have a bigger problem with, because he is distorting the gospel, even if it's just ever so slightly. because all it takes, you can have a big, huge pot of stew, but if you put one drop of arsenic in that pot, the whole pot is ruined. And that's what I feel about Alan Parr's ministry. And that's why I'm not watching many of these other videos. These could be videos. You know, you can have false teachers that are wrong about the gospel, and they can make really good videos that are 100% true about other topics. But when they, you know, when they get the gospel wrong, it's just really hard for me to pay a lot of attention to their ministry. Anyways, I have been rambling a lot. Let's listen to a little more of this video here.
Like, how come, you know, the majority, like 80, 90% of the people who subscribe are not interested in the content, right? I get it, right? That was just me letting the enemy get to me. This is why I didn't want to make this video. Some of you are going to judge me, but I'm just being honest with you and transparent. So let me just kind of give you some context for where I'm going with this. About 8 years ago, I started this ministry, and I really just wanted to teach the Bible. I wanted to help people understand, you know, truth from error, to be able to discern. I wanted to be able to help people understand how to study the Bible for themselves and have sound theology. And thankfully, I believe that we've been able to accomplish that for the most part. But as of late, if I'm just being honest, like I've been discouraged because what I've seen is a shift in the type of content that is being consumed on YouTube, that's being created on YouTube, and the type of content that, if I'm being honest, most of my subscribers are more interested in. And it...
Yeah, welcome to YouTube, Alan. That's not a secret. Did you think that people are not watching your channel for Alan Parr? Now, you're going to have a small section, a small fraction that do watch for your teaching. But the majority want drama. That's YouTube. See, that's the mistake Vigilant Christian made. He was talking about, how do I say it? Am I allowed to say it? You all know what Vigilant Christian used to talk about on all his videos. That's why they were subscribed. He had like 500,000 subscribers. So his ego blew up. He thinks, hey, they're there for me. No, they're there for the drama. They want to know about the crazy. They're there for the crazy. So then Mario said, well, I'm going to start a second channel so I can bring in even more money. I'm going to now do a Bible study channel. So he did that, and only like 30,000 people subscribed. And the dude was like dumbfounded. He couldn't believe it that from 500,000 subscribers on his main channel, that only 30,000 of those 500,000 were interested in watching his Bible studies. So, Alan, this is it. Welcome to YouTube. I thought everybody knew this already.
It seems like we're living in a world where more Christians are interested in, when I put out a video on, I don't know, Beyonce's new album, the video blows up, right? 800,000 views. But when I put out a video on like the 7 last teachings of Jesus, which we worked really hard on, or
that's the series I was just going over. And see, he's pointing, he's disappointed, 14,000 views. Well, what if the 14,000 viewers really got something out of that? Isn't that ministry? Isn't that what you're supposed to be doing? If you're interested in views, then don't call yourself a minister. Then just talk about what you want to talk about. No one can say that you're being hypocritical, but when you're talking about wanting to be a ministry and make videos for God. So what you should do, instead of whining about this, is say, thank you, God, that 14,000 people watched this video about one of these last words, Father, into your hands I commit my spirit. Thank you, God, that 14,000 people watched this. I hope they got something. I hope the Holy Spirit ministered to them, and revealed some truth to them. Maybe some of these people had some type of spiritual breakthrough. Maybe it helped them in some way. That's supposed to be the point of this, not your stupid view count. But because, and here's another thing. I also understand, and I pointed this out in the video I made about Alan Parr. There's two different things here. One, if you're trying to make money on YouTube to make your essential needs, like you're having a problem paying the rent, and you're really hoping your videos get some views so you can have money just for the essentials. I feel that. I get it. But Alan Parr and many others, their essentials are way met. They're on to, oh, I need this extra money for a nicer house or a nicer car, more expensive house, vacations, this and things that are luxurious items that are not even secondary. We're talking about just things that you don't even need, but things you want. That's what Alan Parr is whining about here. His essential needs are met. His kids are taken care of. His family's provided for. He's got this month's rent. Well, he doesn't rent, I don't believe. I think he owns his home. He may even paid cash for it, which I think is good. I'm not upset at, Christian minister making some money if they're doing genuine ministry for God. But when you start complaining and whining because you're not making enough money, because this is a privilege. This is not a right to do ministry like this. And this guy's got over 1 million subscribers. And he just pointed out, let me go back for a minute. He just pointed out how his Beyonce video blew up, he said. I think it's like 879,000. Well, this one here got 650,000, which is very close. That's really good. This 277 is really good. This 231 is really good. So this can sustain you. You know something George Clooney said? George Clooney said he wanted to do like more independent movies that are separate from Hollywood. Because, the big Hollywood budgets, they're cliche. They follow the same formula. They're predictable. So George Clooney can do a movie like Ocean's 11. And, it'll make a lot of money in the box office here in the U.S. and globally. And then he'll do a little independent movie like The American that was made over in Europe. And it gets no money. So what George Clooney said was, my heart, what I really want to do is make the smaller, more independent style films because I like those kinds of movies better. But I do the big Hollywood movie every so often so I can get a payday so that I can in turn take that money and help produce the smaller films that I really want to make. So that's something else to take into consideration. You're doing videos like this, 650,000, 277,000, 231,000. Those will sustain you so you can really make the types of videos you want to, like this series, the last 7 sayings of Jesus. And you may not get the same amount of views, but you're still able to do what you want to do and share your heart and do this for God like you claim you want to. See, yeah, there were videos I made. Let me go back to my channel. There were videos that I've made, like, and not to drum this whole thing up here, but okay, Chris Asala. I made this 2-hour video, and when I first released it, it got 12,000 views. That video was over 2 hours. It took me a couple months to make, to put everything together. So I finally got it. It only got 12,000 views. Honestly, I was hoping for more views, but I was just thankful that, hey, it got 12,000 views though. And there were a lot of people who watched it and commented, and thanked me for making the video, and they got some things from it. Chris flags the video and it gets taken down, or I'm forced by YouTube to take it down. And he was able to flag it because there was an image of him with his kids on the video. And this is, and YouTube now is very sensitive about any kids being on your videos. So that's why you have to avoid that. So I took the video down and I made some edits. I edited out the parts with his kids, and then I re-released it, but I released it in, I said, 10 different parts instead of 1 2-hour video. So here we go. We see part 1, 4.8 thousand views. Part 2, 2.5 thousand views. Part 3, 1.8 thousand views. Oh, and by the way, the total amount of views on the re-upload is more than 12,000. When he flagged that video, the video was pretty dead in the water. Like, it was hard. It had been at 12,000 views for like over a year. Like, hardly anybody's even looking at it. So he went ahead and flagged it. And what he ended up essentially doing was resurrecting it because then I edited it and then got more views into 12,000. So it brought it back to life. And on top of that, he went to flag the new re-uploads, but this time I kept them up because I knew he had nothing because I edited out the parts with the kids. So the video stayed up because he did not have a leg to stand on. So now here we are. Here are the videos. As I was saying, the views are going lower. 4.8, 2.5, 1.8, 1.4, 1.1, 989, 967. Come over here, do a Dr. Squatch review, 2,000, which is more than I was getting here. Then we go over to 8, 881, 840, and in the ending, 1.4 thousand. So my point is that I put a lot of work into these videos, and they did get some views. I was hoping they would get more views. Not that I was making them for views, but I was hoping more people were going to see the content. That was my biggest motive. So my point is, instead of me getting annoyed because, hey, I wish I got more views, I'm thankful for the people who did watch, and I'm thankful for the few people who have turned away from this false teaching of his. Then I'm worried about the lack of views that I got. I'm thankful for what I got opposed to complaining about what I didn't get, if that makes sense. This video, as you all know, the Exposing Vigilant Christians rehab stint, 15,000 views. I was hoping it was going to get more because he's got like 50,000 subscribers, and I wanted all of his subscribers to see this video. So I know he has lots of subscribers still who have no clue as to this video, and they still think he's on the up and up and is being honest. So yeah, I wish that video got more views. I put a lot of work. That video took me a lot of time because I had to keep chopping stuff up. I had to listen to hours and hours of his boring talking. I mean, for that alone, I should get 1 million subscribers for being subjected to that for so long. So yeah, I wanted more views than 15,000, but instead of complaining, well, I'm glad 15,000 people watched it. And come over here, this video I made about Young MC. What was that? 505 views. Not a lot. I was hoping more people would watch that, not because I'm so worried about the views, but because I wanted people to understand who Young MC is. Because Young MC's, people don't understand. Young MC is an extraordinary rapper who he's never talked about with the greats of rap. They don't understand because he did party rap that just sold records with Bust a Move. But they didn't understand the guy has one of the best flows of all time. If you listen to this guy's rapping, he is on another level. And I put him on the same level as the greats. I'll put him up there close to like Rakim and guys like that. He has a flow like, I mean, I've not heard many guys that can rap like that. So anyways, that's my point is I was hoping for more views on that. This is has a copyright on it. I made no money from this anyway. If this got 1 million views, I would see no money. So my point is sometimes I just like to talk about things, to share things. It's not always ministry. It's just something I've observed in life like this. When I was a kid, I listened to that Stone Cold Rhymin' tape when I was in like 8th grade in middle school. And I loved this. One of my favorite tapes. I'm like, this guy is such a great rapper. But then you never hear him being talked about how good of a rapper he is. All he's known for is Bust a Move, which is a party song that he's going to make a lot of money for, and he won a Grammy for, but it's not going to get him respect as an actual MC. And that's why I made this video, because I was hoping a lot of people would tune into it and see it and be like, yeah, man, this guy's a lot better than I thought. That's all. But why whine and complain when I'm not getting, what I wanted? Oh, and here, let's look at Mario. Remember what Mario said that, Gary 828 only makes money when he puts my name in a thumbnail. Okay, here we go. As you see here, Patterns Part 1, 2,000 views. Part 2, 1.2 thousand. Part 3, 1,000. Part 4, 1,000. Dr. Squatch Review, 6,000. Patterns Part 5, 913. Patterns Part 6, 700. 800. And Part 8, 1,000. Dr. Squatch, 12,000. Yeah, but Mario likes to claim that I can only get views by using his name. Mario's videos are some of my least viewed videos I make. But the reason that they were circulating is because people were sharing them to help open people's eyes to the scam he was running, in which I'm really glad. And that was the point and the purpose. It served its purpose to get him off of YouTube. So even though I didn't get as many views as I wanted, it served its purpose. It did what it was supposed to do. And in turn, likewise, Alan Parr, you should be content with this. 14,000 views. Maybe this video did what it was supposed to do. Maybe it was supposed to reach the people who were receptive to it. Just because you have 1 million subscribers doesn't mean every subscriber is going to be receptive to every video you put out. 14,000 views. That's a lot of views. That's more views than I got on that whole Chris LaSala series I put out. And you're going to say, oh, well, I put in the work. I've been doing this for years. And that's true. But there's a lot of other YouTubers that put in the work too. So it's not just you. And you have fared better. Is there any other YouTubers that have 1 million subscribers? I mean, at least not people that started out on YouTube, like Alan Parr started out on YouTube. I mean, if someone like TD Jakes or Kenneth Copeland or Joel Osteen started a YouTube channel, maybe they would surpass that. But they have their own big churches and ministries. They didn't start out on YouTube. Are there any Christian so-called ministers on YouTube that started out on YouTube and have 1 million subscribers other than Alan Parr? So, Alan, you seem to be the leader as far as I know. Let me double check the comments. Let me make sure. Yep, I don't see anybody listing anybody. Okay, let's play some more Alan's video. Oh, I lost it. Where was I? Okay, I think this is it.
Other videos about, how to study the Bible, or, I don't know, how to overcome fear or shame or doubt in your life or whatever, using the word of God. It's like, I don't know. It just seems like the majority of Christians, or at least a lot of my subscribers, just not interested in that content. And that really broke my heart, if I'm being honest, because I'm like, man, this is okay. I could do a video on Beyonce, but like, is that really what you need in terms of your spiritual growth? Is that commentary on her album going to help you be a better husband, to be a better father, to be a better Christian? Maybe in some ways, yes. But, you know, when I look at that content as compared to like giving you solid biblical principles for how to live the Christian life, there's no question. I think that this content over here is more valuable, but it didn't seem like many of my subscribers were really more interested in that, right?
Okay, now look, he really wanted to push that. My subscribers are not interested in that. What have I been saying? Of course. How does Alan not know this?
So essentially, as I saw this shift happen, I started to see a slight decline on my channel. And let me go back. All right.
Oh, wow. A slight decline. Still like 10 times bigger than all the other channels, but he's upset over a slight decline.
So whenever I started in 2015, I could put out a video like, should Christians drink alcohol? Or should Christians take vacations together if you're single? Or, hey, should Christians believe in the rapture? Or an overview of the book of John, or whatever it is. And people were interested in that, right? But as the content shifted, as things kind of changed, it seems to be that nowadays, what's more appealing is pop culture, celebrity culture, whether that's, you know, Christian celebrities or non-Christian celebrities. And it's really about whose picture we can put on the thumbnail.
And that is exactly what Ruslan does. Whose picture is on the thumbnail. And of course, he loves to put his own on there too, because he wants to like try to give off the illusion that he's linked to these people. Almost like maybe they're in studio with him and he's in, like, look at this. Come on now. Is that something? Is that, okay, I'm going to the comments. I want you guys to answer. Tell me if this is appropriate. I know what happened. I saw a video covering this. This is one of those things that should not be taught. This is just, you have to put that on the thumbnail. If you want to cover the story, that's fine. But look at this thumbnail. This is a child. So is this the thumbnail? You see how, oh, is this ministry here? So what do you think the purpose of that was? Obviously, to grab people's attention and try to collect views. That's why Ruslan is annoying to me. So, is anybody in here? I'm in the comments right now. Is that appropriate? Anybody, tell me if that's appropriate. And as you can see, look at his, he's got some others. I can't put it on the screen share. I could put it on, I've got some other images too. I'll have to do that on a separate video. You know what I'll do? Hang on. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to show you some other ones. I'm just going to take a picture on my phone and I'll put my phone in the camera just so you can see what I'm talking about. I have to find it. I just screenshot these and save them for whenever I okay, anybody yet tell me that that's appropriate? Hang on, give me a minute. Okay, here it is. Let me put okay, so I guess this is about Brad Pitt. I didn't even look at the video because I didn't want to. But I guess Brad Pitt. Hang on. All right. I'm still getting used to doing the screen sharing. So I'm not an expert yet. Okay. See if this shows up. Okay, can you see this? So that's his thumbnail. I guess Brad Pitt said that's what Brad Pitt said about Christianity or something. Brad Pitt is secular. He's not a believer. So who cares if he said that? So do you think because you put stars there that it's okay to put curse words on your thumbnail for a ministry? So you just advertise curse words on a thumbnail, right? So what's the motive of that? And it's real annoying when Christians will do that, but they'll put like little symbols in place of the curse words as if you don't know what the curse words are, as if it makes it like your brain doesn't compute. Like you're looking, was I looking at that and going, goofy, A star star? What does A star star mean? S star star T. Huh, what? S star star T. What's that mean? Goofy. What are those two words? Obviously, we know what it is. So why would you put that on a thumbnail for a Christian ministry? And I don't think Alan Parr has done that. But Alan Parr is talking about here how he doesn't want to do the exact thing that his besties do. Because him and Ruslan are very close friends. Slide that down. All right.
I'll put in the title. So Carl Lentz, fails from Hillsong Church, New York. And everybody wants to see that because it's drama, right? And it's like, that seems to be what more people are interested in, is that. All right, I don't want to make the video all about that because let me just say this. I've got a lot of friends on YouTube whom I love dearly and I respect dearly, and they make a lot of that content, and I love them for that. And I think that there's significant value in that type of content. I've done that type of content on my channel. So please don't see this as me saying that content's not valuable.
That kind of content is necessary at times in moderation. Like I just pointed out, Ruslan's channel is all about that. That's all his channel is. So just anything to grab your attention on the thumbnails. Kanye walks off. Who cares? Ye walks off Timcast Live. Who cares if Kanye West walks off of an interview? What does that have to do with anything? Oh, season 3. Oh, The Chosen. I love this, how so many Christian YouTubers jump on the Chosen train. I've never watched The Chosen. I don't want to watch The Chosen because it looks like crap. It looks like a distortion. I already know it's a distortion, so why do I want to look at it? Maybe what I should do is watch The Chosen and do a review on every episode. Then maybe I'd get lots of views. But I don't care about The Chosen because I can look at it and tell that it's a perversion of the real story. I don't need to look at it to tell. Oh, here we go. Now we've got Dave Chappelle clip, which this is one of the probably the funniest sketch of all time. I'm just pointing out this isn't ministry. Why are you showing Dave Chappelle Show on a ministry channel? Just say you're an entertainment channel. Just do that, and because that's what this is. I wouldn't have a problem here if he just said this is an entertainment channel. That's fine. I mean, stuff like this should not be on your thumbnails. That's Hillsong responds. Ooh, Hillsong responds. Who cares? Who cares about Hillsong? Who cares about these frauds? These Christian celebrities that these people they elevate. These, and most of them are false teachers anyways, like John MacArthur. Dude is a fraud. It's a wolf. Why? You have Sting and Stone Cold and someone painted like the Joker. Bible anti. What are you talking about? So my point is, this is what Alan Parr is talking about when he says, I have dear friends that do this content all the time. And here it is. Okay, Mr. Beast, faith in God exposed. Mr. Beast, I think, has the highest number of subscribers on YouTube. Or at least he's like top 5. He might be number 1. I think he's got over 100 million subscribers, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, Mr. Beast has some type of connection. So do I really need to study him to find out his faith or his beliefs? Of course they're going to be distorting the gospel. Of course they're not going to be the true being of who God is. Of course they're going to be different. But do I need to use Mr. Beast and put him on my channel and talk about that as if I'm surprised? And this is what people like Ruslan do. They act surprised. They act surprised that the world is going to act like the world. The world, they're not agreeing with Christianity. The world does not believe in the gospel. Wow. So it's such a shock when they start acting in all these depraved ways. All right, we'll go back to Alan's video.
There's so much value in getting a Christian biblical worldview to the things that are going on in this world, right? And bringing a Christian perspective to that. But that's just not what this channel is ever going to be about, is just doing that type of content.
Okay, Sword of Truth. This is what I'm saying. I'm stopping this because the reason I blocked you on my channel, because you keep coming on my live streams or whatever, asking why I blocked you, because you come here, all you do is start chaos. You're always criticizing everybody. So that's why you just went in and started attacking people in the comments section. I understand if you don't agree, you can have a debate or whatever, but you start attacking people. You start attacking this woman on my channel, and it's inappropriate. And that's why I don't want you on my channel. And I made a video about my comment section, and I said anybody who disrespects me or any of the other commenters is going to get banned because I don't want that. So like here you are. Is it appropriate Seiko having ads of see, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, people. This guy's here stirring up chaos for no reason. We're not talking about Seiko's channel, and Seiko does not control the ads that YouTube put on his channel. So now you want to criticize Seiko for having ads. I saw you on there. So you really are an agent of chaos. And that is why I banned you. And why I mean, I'll leave you now, but if you make content, I mean, make comments about the content. You want to interact with people, that's fine, but stop taking this. That's what you did in Seiko's chat. You were talking about other things. It's like you just disrupt chats and talk about things that have nothing to do with anything, and they're out of context anyways. Just like right now, I'm off track from this video. So I'm saying if you want to be able to comment or whatever, stop disrupting the flow and stop just bringing up stuff attacking other people. Seiko didn't do anything wrong because YouTube put whatever ads are being run on his channel. I'm quite sure he did not choose that. So don't come over here attacking Seiko. If you have a problem with Seiko, go to Seiko. Why are you going to Gary828 to talk about Seiko?
So I started thinking, man, do I need to shift my focus? Do I need to shift the type of content that I do so that I can remain relevant on YouTube, right? And so, I was left with this decision. And I'll get back to that in just a moment, all right? So I want to talk to you guys about the future of this channel, which is really the point of this video and where I'm going with this. And I've been on YouTube for about 8 years now. And for the past 5.5 years, guys, I have been cranking out 2 videos a week, not just simple videos where I'm sitting behind my desk talking, like high quality, high edited, highly produced videos a week.
Yeah, and you've had a team of people helping you. You're not doing this all yourself.
And I need to take a step back. I need to take a step back from that. And this is what it's going to look like and why. And my prayer is, my biggest prayer is, if you're a Christian YouTuber or you're just an influencer in general, that you would really take heed and listen to the words that I'm getting ready to say, because I know that I'm not the only one feeling this way. I know that there are other influencers who are going at the pace that I've been going at for the last 5-6 years, and it's not a healthy pace. And so I am making the decision to take a step back from YouTube, and I'll share with you in a moment what that's going to look like. But here are my 4 reasons for why I'm doing this.
Okay, before he gets into his reasons, I'll tell you the biggest reason: he's not getting the views that he thinks he should be getting. That's what this comes down to. All this other stuff he wants to list, they would all be completely irrelevant if he was getting the views that he thought he should be getting. If he was getting 500,000 views every video, I guarantee you there would be no stepping back. And if there was, because here's the thing, if he really is legitimate and means all these things he's about to say, he could say, he could just simply take the action without having to make a dramatic video with a sad music playing in the background where he complains how he's not getting the amount of views that he wishes he was getting. So yeah, this is fluff. This is damage control. This guy's really upset that he's not getting the views that he wants. But let's go ahead and hear his 4 reasons.
First and foremost, mentally, right? Mentally, what I realized was
mentally, because he's getting stressed out because he's not getting the amount of views that he wants to get. That's why mentally, because think about this. If you were making videos for ministry purposes and they're getting the amount of views that his are getting, some get 15 to 20,000, others get 2 to 300,000. If you were making it strictly for God, then why would that mentally take a toll on you? Why would you be stressed out about that? Now, you may only be able to make one video a week instead of 2 every week. Hey, you may only make one video every 2 weeks, maybe only 2 to 3 videos in a month because you got a lot going on. And that will be fine too. But if it was strictly about ministry, as he claims it is, then you'd be happy and content getting the views that you're getting. And you'd be happy knowing I'm serving God. I'm making God proud. I'm doing God's work. Because if your aim really is to do God's work, doing God's work is one thing and views are another thing. That video I made about Noah's Ark, 300 views, and I feel is very relevant. But I'm not complaining. Hey, it only got 300 views. Because I'm glad that the 300 views it got, that people got something out of it. So I was disappointed it didn't get more views, but it didn't take a toll on my mental health because it's about the content I'm putting out and the people that it did reach, more so than whining and complaining about all the people that it did not reach. And he's over here, and, I say whining and complaining. Some of you may say, oh, you're exaggerating or whatever. But if he's talking this way on camera, imagine how he's talking about it to other people in his social circle when he's off camera. I can about guarantee you he's really whining about this because he's borderline whining right here on camera. So it's almost like, I'm not getting the views I want. I'm not playing with you anymore. That's basically what this is. So that's why I'm saying he's not focused on ministry. He's focused on views. Why? Because, like I said on that video in February, he is a businessman.
Was that I was allowing my part of my identity to be wrapped up in YouTube. I was, whenever I put out a video and it blew up and it went viral, I'd feel good about myself. Oh man, people like my content. I'm feeling good. But then when I put out another video that maybe didn't perform so well, I found myself kind of down. So my YouTube journey, pretty much any month, was be up and down emotionally, right? Based on how I thought the videos were performing. And so what I started to do was I started to believe the lie from the enemy that the YouTube algorithm.
All right, Sword, I'm banning you, man. All you do is fight. I'm tired of this, man. I don't want this in my live stream. So yeah, I'm telling you why I'm doing it, because you keep asking, why did you ban me? Why did you ban me? Because all you do is start trouble. Look, okay, let's look at this. Okay, the adults are talking, sit down, son, whatever, clown. You're big. This is what I'm talking about. This is not going to be tolerated in my live streams or even in my comment section. All you do is start fights with people. You are an agent of chaos. And that's why I don't want you on my channel. So, all right. Now, Sonny is always starting stuff too. Look at these comments. Oh my goodness. And of course, Joel. He is always attacking people too. 。 All right, let's go ahead and resume.
Determines whether a video that I put out is good or bad. So the way it works, guys, is if I put out a video on YouTube and let's just say 95% of the people don't watch it and only 5% of the people click on the video could be great. And I know that because I look at your comments, you're like, oh, Brother Allen, this video really helped me. But YouTube doesn't think it is. So YouTube is going to look at the fact that only 5% of the people look at the video and they're going to be like, you know what, the video people don't watch it. And only 5% of the people click on the video. So the way it works, guys, is
okay, hang on. Okay, so this reason, like I just said, this reason here, he says mentally. So it's not like he's saying, well, you know, my mental health is taking a toll because I'm so stressed. You know, I've got this going on with my family or this and that. No, he's going to go on a rant about views. Look at this.
I put out whether a video that I put out is good or bad. So the way it works, guys, is if I put out a video on YouTube and let's just say 95% of the people don't watch it and only 5% of the people click on the video could be great. And I know that because I look at your comments, you're like, oh, Brother Allen, this video really helped me.
Exactly. Is that not what I just said? So be content with this. Be content with this. Let me show you. You know what? Hang on. Let me show you this. I'm going to show you this video I made and how few views it got. And I'll show you the comments. Where is it? Okay, this right here. My top 25 movies of the 2010 decade. Many hidden gems. My top 25 movies of 2010 decade. Okay, we come over here. Only 482 views. I was hoping to get more views than that because I like talking about movies. But you should do a top 10 of 2000 as well. This was such a great list. This is the best list I've seen, especially your top 10. You have the best movie reviews I've ever heard. You see what I'm saying? So instead of being upset about only 482 views, I'm just glad, hey, some people really liked the list. So likewise here, be happy that people are getting something out of this, but he's not. No, he wants views. This is what I'm saying. He is a businessman. I don't understand. This is just really annoying me how somebody can be getting this feedback and still complaining. It really shows their real motives.
But YouTube doesn't think it is. So YouTube is going to look at the fact that only 5% of the people look at the video and they're going to be like, you know what? We're not going to keep pushing this video to more of Allen's subscribers. We're going to shut it down and we're not going to push it out. And as a result, that video doesn't perform as well because of the algorithm. And I allowed myself to, I don't know, to feel like the algorithm determined my worth.
This man is nearly 50 years old. Do I even need to say anything more? I feel the algorithm determined my worth. And this is supposed to be a ministry. The algorithm determined my worth. Never mind what Jesus did on the cross for me. No, I need views. This is the biggest subscribed Christian YouTuber. And the dude is whining. I didn't get no views. I didn't get no views. You didn't watch my video. This sounds like a teenager.
Right? Like if the algorithm likes my videos, then it must be a good video. But if the algorithm doesn't like my videos, then it must not be a good video.
Okay. And another thing, from what I understand, you get the algorithm going by a lot of shares. So if you happen to get a lot of people sharing your videos, then that's going to feed the algorithm. And then you have a chance to go viral. So I think that probably these videos are not getting the shares necessary to feed the algorithm. I mean, I don't completely understand the algorithm. Maybe I'm off, but I think that I'm on point. I think that the way it works, from what I understand, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. And if you see this later on, you can leave a comment in the comment section. If I'm wrong, because I'm still learning about the algorithm myself. But what Alan seems to say is that if you release a video, like if he releases a video and it doesn't get a lot of views, the algorithm kind of just like sucks it into a vacuum or something and like almost like hides the video and doesn't plaster it on anybody's recommended page. So I don't know for sure, but I don't think that's the case. I think that when you put a video out and it gets a lot of views and then it gets shares, when the shares feed the algorithm, and that's what puts it on recommended pages. Not that the algorithm is taking away, it's just that whatever you put into the algorithm is what it pushes out. But like I said, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. Yep. Okay, and the Agent of Chaos is back on his backup. You're definitely lost. Okay, thanks, man. This dude acts like, oh, I guess I'm an unsaved I'm an unsaved sinner. Or I don't know, maybe he's talking about Alan Parr. I don't know. He's always talking about somebody. So I don't know if he's talking about me or somebody else, but yeah, I'll just ban this one, and I'll ban any other one you come, and I'll ban anybody who acts like this during my live streams or in my comment section, because this isn't what this is. I mean, I've even had people that say a lot of really like extreme things about Mario, and I've even banned them. I don't even want people, people. It's fine, and people comment, man, I can't believe Mario's such a fraud, this and that. That's fine. But when you start like saying, oh, he's going to burn in hell and his flesh is going to be tortured. And I'm just like, we don't need to hear all that. That sounds like you're like you want that to happen. Like, I never said I want Mario to burn in hell. I just want him off YouTube. And if he ever does, believe in the gospel for real, then awesome. But I mean, based on his history, I don't think he will. But if he does, I don't want him to go to hell. But anyways, yeah, I'm just taking this off Sword of Truth, because you start too much chaos. You're not a nice person. Like, you're just always, yep. All right. And see if he has a third channel. He comes back. Hey, if he comes up with another account and he talks with people the right way, then he can stay. I'm not trying to ban people for the fun of it, but I'm not gonna sit here and let people fighting him fight people in the comments. And he does it every live stream he's on. He's fighting with people. That's all he does. And then he wants to say that I'm lost, or I think he was referring to me. I'm not sure. Maybe he wasn't. All right. Let's go back to the video.
So I'm taking a step back because mentally I had to reshape my identity. I had to reform my identity and realize that, you know what? My identity as a human being and as a Christian is not going to be reliant upon whether YouTube thinks my videos are good or not.
Wow. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay, everybody, let's get this lesson. Your value is not determined on how good your YouTube videos are or how much YouTube promotes and how many views you get. Everybody sleep peacefully tonight knowing that. Because I don't think that, we knew that before he pointed this out. As you can see, he's telling us what a breakthrough, what a revelation. This is from the Holy Spirit. It has to be, because this is some serious insight and revelation. Because I didn't know that. Because before I saw this video, I wasn't even really paying that much attention. To silly stuff like the work, Jesus accomplished on the cross. I was going to my analytics. I thought my value was in that cat rescue video that got 2 million views. I was like, now I'm somebody. Now I'm valuable because this video got 2 million views, But, on some of my reviews that only get a few hundred, sometimes I start questioning myself, but then I'll go back to my cat video and realize that I am somebody. So let's thank God for Alan, because he is really spitting out important truths and insights for us.
Or even whether you all think my videos are good or not. So I had to take a step back and reshape myself from a mental perspective. The second reason why I'm taking a step back, guys, is because of ministry reasons. Listen, and I hope and pray as a Christian YouTuber, you hear my heart on this. God has given me a big vision for my ministry, for the
God has given me a big vision for my ministry. This dude has these little, he has these daydreams. He has these dreams where he fantasizes. He's like Joel Osteen in a stadium full of people, just preaching about whatever topic he wants to be preaching about that day. That's not God giving you a vision. That's your ego trying to make you feel bigger than you are. That's what you want. That's what these fraud teachers do. They look at themselves. It's just like right here on Ruslan. What do we have here at the top here? Him. Why is this here? Because he wants to be seen. Alan Parr is the same way. And he says that God gave him the vision. No, this is your ego that gave you the vision. This is not God. And we know that because if it was God, then you would be content. Whether your views were 14,000 or 800,000, you wouldn't be complaining about this. Now, I understand that you could put a lot of work into a video, put a video out, and then it doesn't get as many views as you are hoping for. And you kind of look at it and I'm disappointed in that. But you don't make a video about it and start subtly like being passive aggressive and being like, well, yeah, I didn't get the views that I thought, I put all this work in here. I didn't get the views. So yeah, I'm going to take a step back from YouTube, which is essentially what he's doing. Here, let's listen to this again.
And reshape myself from a mental perspective. The second reason why I'm taking a step back, guys, is because of ministry reasons. Listen, and I hope and pray as a Christian YouTuber, you hear my heart on this. God has given me a big vision for my ministry. For those of you who don't know, I do have a nonprofit ministry outside of YouTube.
Dude's making money. And see, that's the thing. YouTube is not even his only venue of income. It's only one. Now, remember, keep in mind what I said. What was it? Keep in mind this right here. I want you guys to remember this while you're watching this video. Right here. Exposing Alan Parr's $1,500 ministry class. Keep that in mind as he's saying all these things. Now, as he's saying this.
To step back, guys, is because of ministry reasons. Listen, and I hope and pray as a Christian YouTuber, you hear my heart on this. God has given me a big vision for my ministry. For those of you who don't know, I do have a nonprofit ministry outside of YouTube. Thank the Lord. It's called Let's Equip. It's a nonprofit organization. We create courses, coaching, curriculum, and community.
Nonprofit. Nonprofit for whom? You profit because you're charging. Here, this is the Let's Equip Academy. This is the video I made. Let's get over here. Yep. See, right here. Let's Equip Academy. Creators for Christ Starter Kit. That one's free. Come over to the second one, $4.97. And then the one underneath that is called the Elite. Let me see if I can find that up here. Find a close-up of it. It's on this video somewhere. Yep. This is pricing options for the second one. $4.97 or 2-time for $275. So that would come to $550. So one-time payment of $4.97 or 2 payments of $275, which would be $550. That is a ministry tactic, or is it a sales tactic? This is what I'm talking about. And when you go under, I want to see if I can find the okay, I'm not seeing it on here. It's on here somewhere. It's, if you check out the video, you'll see that there's also a third one called Creators for Christ Elite. And that one's the one that's $1,000. That's the one that is really going to cost you. If you want to get serious, if you want to get serious about your ministry.
And all sorts of things. And God has given me a big vision for this. But what has happened, guys, is that I've been so focused because my identity has been wrapped up in wanting to crank out content on YouTube that I have neglected the vision for this ministry and have not been able to focus my time on building up more courses. And
I got to build up more courses. I got to bring in more money. I'm wasting my time with these YouTube videos. I'm only getting 14,000. No, I got to start up some more courses. I have to make some more money.
building up a curriculum and building up an academy and building up the things that God has called me to do because I don't have the time. I've been so focused on cranking out 2 videos a week, high quality videos. And so if I ever want to really, really fulfill the calling that God has on my life outside of YouTube, I need to take a step back. All right. And not only that, Not only that,
I mean, are you guys seeing this? I mean, this isn't my imagination, right? Do you see the trend? Can you identify it? This dude is a businessman. Only a businessman would make a video shaming his subscribers for not watching enough. That's something Mario used to do also.
I've pushed my team so hard over the past few years.
Yeah, I bet you have.
Because we're going at an unhealthy pace, cranking out so much content that my team has started to get burned out. And God forbid I lose one of my team members who are very near and dear to me, and they work really, really hard, and they're excellent at what they do because I'm pushing them so hard and burning them out. But guys, the third reason.
He's pushing them so hard and burning them out. I wonder what the motivation for that could be. Johnny Manziel. Hey, at least Johnny Manziel's honest. He's saying he wants the money. But what's annoying is when the people, Floyd Money Mayweather, he says he wants the money. At least he's being honest. So just be honest, Alan. You're wearing your team out, or those were your words. Why? For money, not because you're trying to reach more people or get through, that you actually care about them getting something from your ministry, not that you care about ministering for your ministry. You're burning them out because you want those ends to meet and not your essential needs. You want your luxury needs met. You want that wealth. I always combine my words. I said met, and my next word was wealth. So I said melt. So yeah, you want your wealth needs met. That is what he is doing right now.
And is the one that gets me the most. The reason why I need to take a step back. And that's not just for mentally and for ministry, but for my family. For my family. This is the big one, guys, that and I hope and pray every influencer hears my heart on this.
Okay, now he's worried about his family. If you were worried about your family, why do you need to make a video and talk about the views? Now, if he just made a video and said, you know what, I've been working my tail off for a while, and I feel like, I need to focus on my family more. So, from now on, I'm just going to make one video a week instead of two. That would be fine. But if your family is the real issue, why are you complaining about views? So here, he's manipulating the audience to make him think he's doing this for his family. That he's really a good guy. He's such a good guy. Oh, he's stepping back for his family. If you're stepping back for your family, why are you wasting time talking about the views that you're not getting?
Yes. At times, guys, I have neglected my responsibilities as a husband, as a father, as a son to my aging parents, and just as a family man because I've been going at such an unhealthy.
Okay, so yeah, like the way here. Oh, he's got to show a photo. Hey, look at my family. While the sympathetic piano plays in the background. Now he's trying to present the image of him being such a great guy. He may be a nice guy. I don't know. I'm not saying he's not a nice guy. But I am saying this is manipulation. Because if you're a nice guy, you don't need to display it to the masses. We don't need to see a photo. We know you have a family. Why do you need to put them on this video? Honestly, I would think it'd be the reverse. I would not want my family on a platform this big.
To my aging parents and just as a family man because I've been going at such an unhealthy pace. There's been times I've missed dinners because I'm up late at night editing videos. cranking out content, preparing to speak, traveling all over the country at conferences and different things like that. And as a result, I have missed time with my family. I've missed.
Yeah. So he travels all over. I guarantee he's getting paid for that as well. This dude works his ministry like a business. And yeah, I agree. I'm sure that he's correct that he's neglected his family in the process. But it shouldn't take a low amount of views for him to step back and notice, hey, I need to pay more attention to my wife and to my kids. I need to cut back on YouTube. We're taken care of. We're doing well. I can afford to take a step back. But instead, you want to build wealth. And I can guarantee that anytime his wife or his kids might, say how they miss him or they wish he was around more, this or that, he's like, well, I'm building this wealth. I'm doing it for you. He'll say that to his kids. I'm doing it for you so that you can go to college, so that you can get a good job when you grow up. When really what kids need, they need their parents around, especially they need their father. You need to spend time with your kids, because what do adults always look back on their childhood and say they remember? Time with their parents, time with their dad. They don't sit around and think, oh, my dad, he helped generate all this wealth. You see people living in mansions and who spend no time with their families, and their kids grow up depressed, start doing drugs and all that. Why? Because you're not spending time with them. You're focused on wealth. And this is what you're focused on too. And it's already been displayed because he's whining about views. So he can't justify any of this because he's already whined about views. If he did not talk about views, then this would look much more legitimate.
Time with my wife. I've missed time with my kids. And all the while, I'll be honest with you, my marriage has suffered in some regards to that.
I believe it has.
Jennifer and I are fine. Okay, we're solid. But we don't want to just be solid. We want to be better than that. And, I know you probably don't want to hear that my marriage has suffered because I've been putting too much time. And I'll be honest, I think many people who are on YouTube, it's probably the same for you, if you're being honest. And this is the one that got me, guys. I'm going to try not to get emotional here, but like a couple weeks ago, I was with my daughter and she just said something like, she wanted to spend more time with me, that she misses her daddy. And she's,
let's pull up the heartstrings, everyone. Now he's exploiting his daughter and something she said in private to him. But don't worry, he's going to let his million subscribers know what his daughter said in private. Way to exploit your kids there, Alan.
And I said, well, daddy's always here. Daddy's here. And she said, no, because you're always upstairs, working on your YouTube videos and recording videos. And I just want to spend time with you. And I heard that, guys, and my heart just, oh, man, it just broke.
It broke. That's why you're whining about lack of views. See what I'm saying? This is despicable to use your kids like this. I believe what he's saying is true. I'm not saying he's lying. But you're exploiting your kids and you're manipulating your viewers. You want them to feel sorry for you. He probably thinks, well, if I make this video and talk about this, I'll get more views. Now, if he wasn't making essential needs every month and he needed more views, I could understand that. If you want to make a video and say, hey, I'm hurting right now, we're struggling to make ends meet. If you guys could watch more of my videos, I'd appreciate it. Okay, that would be fine. But he's doing just fine. Not only is he doing YouTube, as he's pointed out, he does traveling. He gets paid for that. He's, he just put out a new book he's trying to sell because I have his newsletter or whatever, so it goes to my email. He's trying to sell his book. He's trying to use marketing and sales tactics to get you to pre-order his book before it hits Amazon. And then on top of that, he does, there was something else he did. The courses. the $1,500 course. So you got the courses, you got the books, you got the speaking engagements, you got the YouTube channel. When do you spend time with your family? You are fixated on money and dressing it up as ministry.
Broke, man. It just broke me down that 15, 20, 30 years from now, when I think about what my little daughter and my son is going to, you know, remember me as, and what's going to be more valuable is not that I cranked out more videos on YouTube. It's going to be that they knew that their daddy was there. Their daddy was there. I remember a couple of years ago, my wife, we were having a conversation and she said to me, you're...
Okay. This is the first time I'm seeing this. So here he is speaking somewhere. Not quite sure why he needed to include this because he's talking about his wife. But apparently, now, I bet he's looking at this and saying, hey, there should be more people here. Why aren't there more people here? Don't you know I have 1 million subscribers? No, but still, this is a lot of people. And I guarantee you, they're gonna collect a love offering for him. Otherwise, he would not have come.
So busy ministering to all these other people across the world whom you don't even know, and you're not even ministering to your own wife in terms of like praying together.
Wait, hang on. I want to look at that
together, work your own wife. All these other people across the world whom you don't even know.
Made mysteriously complex? Huh? Why would you wear that to a ministry speaking engagement? Made mysteriously complex. Is this what we want to push? That we're all so mysteriously complex, probably trying to push how special and unique everyone is, how different everyone is, because then I can make you feel more special and it will elevate those emotions that you have towards me. And hopefully you'll give. Hopefully you would donate something. You're so special. You're so unique. It's just more gross manipulation.
And you're not even ministering to your own wife in terms of like praying together, fasting together, worshiping together, doing devotionals together as a couple, as a family. And guys, that just broke me down. So I need to take a step back and I need to be the man of God, the husband, the father that I'm called to be.
Okay, I don't disagree with that. So if that is the case, why are you talking about lack of views? If you need to take a step back to focus on your family, which I have absolutely no problem with, and I don't think anybody does, then why do you feel the need to talk about your lack of views? I'm serious right now. Answer in the comments in the comments here in the chat. Why? If you're so fixated on your family and helping and being with them, spending time with them, why do you bring up a lack of views? Can anybody answer why you would bring up a lack of views if you want to step back from YouTube to focus on family? Yep. I mean, that's it. Why can't you do it silently? I mean, this dude's a businessman. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I used to like this guy. I promoted him on a couple of my videos back in like 2019. I talked about him. And I mean, he is a good teacher. He's a good speaker. And, you know, he's likable. So he's got a lot going for him. But I'm sorry, I now see through the tactics. And I don't know if he wasn't doing them back when I used to watch and started doing them later, or if I just didn't recognize them back then. Oh. Okay, Sword of Truth really wants to be seen here. Sword of Truth backup, Sword of Truth official. Is this the official Sword of Truth channel? Okay, that's good. No, I don't want to email. How about this? You be respectful to people in the chat. Stop arguing with people, especially over stuff that has nothing to do with this, and I won't ban you. I don't need to email you. It's just that simple. I don't want that stuff on my channel, and I don't have time to be emailing about something so simple. You just need to be a decent human being. Oh, it's the official backup. Okay, got it. So how about you just be a decent human being, stop fighting and arguing with people over stuff that has nothing, if there's ever any arguing going on in my chat here, it better be over a legitimate reason, and then I always will block and cut out the person who starts the argument or whatever. Now I've forgotten what I was talking about. But go ahead and proceed.
Because my family is my main ministry. All right, I got through that point without crying. All right, so that was tough.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, the fourth reason is personally, guys. Over the past several years, I have had minimal time to focus on myself, to do the things that I love to do. Play golf.
I guess welcome to manhood.
Play racquetball, play chess, exercise, take care of myself, relax, get a massage every so often, just enjoy life, relax.
And honestly, he should be doing that. He's got his 1 million subscribers. He's worked his tail off. Yeah, step back, make a video a week, or maybe even only a video every 2 weeks. Spend time with your family and do things you need to do for yourself. I mean, that's it. I think that if you create yourself a ministry and it's legitimately about God, and if God blesses it and you start making money on it, you should be able to use some of those funds that you're earning from making videos on taking care of your health. No problem with that. I think more people need to focus on their health. I need to focus more on my health. That's why you don't see me making more videos than I do, because I am trying to focus on my health. I'm trying to focus on other things. Unfortunately for me, my channel didn't get built up like Alan's. But my point is, I think that's good. Yes, focus on your health.
In rest. And I have been neglecting myself because, I have been editing videos and cranking out content. So what does this look like for the future of this channel, guys? For the foreseeable future, starting next week, I'm going to be going down to 1 video a week.
Sorry, guys. Only 1 video a week. This is serious. This is serious. An honest talk about the future of this YouTube channel. And he's on the thumbnail, Oh yeah, this is another thing I was saying. Look at this. Look at the thumbnail here. Look how someone took that photo. So he was posing for that, right? He's posing here. The future of this channel, because he's trying to, it's clickbait. He's trying to get more attention and more views. So basically his big announcement was that he's only going to do 1 video a week. Oh, wow. And he's acting like he's doing it. Oh, because I want to spend more time with my family. Okay. That sounds good. But if that was the case, if it was just because you want to spend more time with your family, then why are you also focusing on more courses, your book, and more speaking engagements? How are you going to spend time with your family if you're preparing for speaking engagements all the time, if you're writing in your book all the time, and if you're creating courses and interactive courses where you were after people buy your course, that you actually interact with them to help them personally. That doesn't, and you're still doing one video a week on YouTube, highly produced, as you said. So where's the time for your family, like you just said? Now, if you were giving up the courses, giving up the speaking engagements, giving up the books, giving up everything else, and only doing one video a week, then you would have more time for your family. You're making this look like this is a YouTube problem. This is an Alan Parr problem. This is not just a YouTube issue, but he's trying to make his viewers think that this is a YouTube thing, and that if he just cuts back to one video a week, that all his problems with his family are going to go away. And that's not the case while you're still juggling all those other balls in the air at the same time. So why don't you stop with the speaking engagements, stop with the books, stop with the courses, and just do YouTube? And you can only do one a week, like you said. And that would leave you with more than enough time to take care of your family and to do the things for yourself personally you were talking about. This is my whole point, and I know I sound redundant, but the whole point is that this dude is a businessman. And I want to continue to drive that point because I want people to see it. Million subscribers he got, so a lot of people don't see it.
All right, one video a week. And let me just be honest with you. Can I be honest? I've wanted to do this for a really, really long.
I don't know. Can you? I don't know if you could be honest. You wanted to do it for a long time? Okay.
Long time?
Yeah. He's wanted to do it for a long time, right? So, what do you think maybe caused him not to do it? He wanted to do it for a long time. He wanted to, take a step back from YouTube for a long time. So I wonder, what could have stopped him from taking time off? Maybe because he was approaching 1 million subscribers, and that 1 million subscribers would build his ego. So now that he's got the 1 billion subscribers, now he can go ahead and do what he says he wanted to do a long time ago.
Going down to one video a week. All right, one video a week. And let me just be honest with you. Can I be honest? I've wanted to do this for a really, really long time, but I've allowed fear to keep me from doing this because I was afraid that if I only put out one video a week, that my channel would suffer. And people, my YouTube would just, I don't know, tank my video. I get it. My faith was in YouTube and it wasn't in God.
There you go. So you sure weren't talking like that when you're making all those videos. You sure seem like your faith was in God. Oh my goodness. This is
one video a week, then my channel would suffer. And people, my YouTube would just, I don't know, tank my video. I get it. My faith was in YouTube and it wasn't in God.
So he was afraid that he might go down from like 950,000 subscribers to 875,000. I might lose a few thousand subscribers. Still the biggest channel on YouTube. But as we see, he's focused on views and subscribers.
I'm going to be honest with you. But now I'm putting my faith in God, and I'm trusting that if I can create one great piece of content a week that is so highly produced for you all, that's really good, that is well thought out, that you all will enjoy that video. Instead of just cranking out a whole bunch of content, hoping that you guys like it. Because at the end of the day, you guys have a lot of YouTubers to watch. It wasn't like when I started, when there was like 10 of us. There's like hundreds of YouTubers that you're probably subscribed to, Christian YouTubers. You may not even have time to watch a couple of my videos every week, and I get that. There's a lot of great YouTubers out there. So we're gonna go down to one video a week, and I'm gonna try to create as much biblical content as I possibly can while making it relevant. I'm not going to change the content that God's put on my heart 8 years ago. Yes, I'll do some trendy content. Yes, I'll do some pop culture content, but the majority of it, guys, is going to be stuff that I think you need, that you need. It's like vegetables. You may not like eating it, but it's what you need.
Okay, I'm in agreement with that.
And I pray, God, that guys, that as I put out this content, how can you support? Well, what am I asking for you?
Here we go. Oh, and look at the way he's. Let me look at his transition here. His eyes looking in the camera, and then he's going down. That way you seem. I guess that's how you seem more genuine when you are asking for something.
As I put out this content,
eyes looking in the camera.
How can you support? Well, what am I asking?
Now he's looking down
for you.
Now he's looking down. I wonder why.
Well, guys, I'm asking for you all that when we put out a video, that you watch it, that you.
Now he's begging for. Now he's begging for views. Please watch my videos. I've only got 1 million subscribers. One of my videos only got like 14,000 views. That's like 1.4% of your subscriber base. Oh man, how are you going to survive now? I think Alan Parr is going to lose his house. Him and his family are going to be out on the street if we don't watch more of his videos. This is like Mario when he was trying to like fake cry to manipulate for PayPal donations.
Share it, that you comment on it, that you share it with friends, right? That you like it, if you like it. And the reason why is because, guys, the algorithm, it helps. It helps push the video out to. Okay,
this is reminding me. I gotta come here real quick. Hang on. This is hilarious. Hang. Let me find which one it is. Mario is saying the same thing. Hold on. Look at this. Probably most of you already know, but it's still funny. It's a funny reminder. I got to find which video it was. See if this is it.
Found it. I was looking for the will of. So I'm super excited, Faith Fam. This is my purpose. I found it. I was looking for the will of God for a long time in my life, and I didn't know where to find it. And like I said, the very thing that Satan tried to use to destroy me, God used to heal me, to give me purpose. And here we are today to begin this amazing work, led by the Holy Spirit working through me. So if you're encouraged by this, remember, please, I'm going to ask in every one of these videos, consider liking this video and sharing it. You never know who needs it. You never know what relative on your social media page, friend, coworker is struggling with this. It's the fact that, like his recent video, Mario is begging for people to subscribe to his recovery channel. Yeah, I want people to do that because people are literally dying. I lost a brother in the Lord who was addicted to some strong drugs. Not even that. I'm not after views, Gary. I'm not after views, Gary. By this, remember, please, I'm going to ask in every one of these videos, consider liking this video and sharing it. I'm not after views, Gary. When you like the video, it sends it out more. When you share it, obviously it sends it out more. I'm not after views, Gary. And that's all I ask, for you to play your part as I do mine. I'm going to put the time to produce this. All you got to do, Faith Family, is like, share, please. All you got, that's all I ask for you.
Now look, now let's go back and hear what Alan Parr said.
That you like it, comment on it, that you share it with friends, right? That you like it, if you like it. And the reason why is because, guys, the algorithm, it helps. It helps push the video out to more people who can see the content. So
to play your part as I do mine. I'm going to put the time to produce this. All you got to do, Faith Family, is like, share, please.
Are we seeing a pattern here?
So you viewing the video every week is what helps send a signal to the YouTube algorithm for the YouTube algorithm to say, wow, people are interested in this particular video.
What if they're not interested in it, though? Should I still click on it?
Let's show it to more and more people.
More.
That's the only way this is going to work.
Wait. Hold on. What do you mean this is the only way this is going to work? Is this an ultimatum? If you don't get what's the minimum that you'll accept before you decide to take your ball and go home?
Channel depends on you.
Depends on you. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Let's go back.
Particular video, let's show it to more and more people. That's the only way this is going to work. This channel depends on you.
The channel. The channel depends on you. The channel depends on me. But this is supposed to be a ministry he's doing for God. So why is he focused on the results? How is it focused on me and you? How is it focused on the viewers? If what you're doing is for God, as you claim.
All right. It depends on you watching the content and sharing and engaging with it. And so if you miss a video of mine, you're like, oh, I miss Alan's 2 videos a week. Look, guys, we got almost 800 videos.
No problem. Just go and binge his whole channel. That'll make up and that'll bring in more ad revenue for him. And give him more watch time. Watch time really helps a lot too. Because if you have the more minutes, I think that's what really feeds the algorithm. The more minutes that your channel is watched, the more it feeds the algorithm. So that helps a lot too. So say you have a 30-minute video. Someone watches 10 minutes of it. Well, that's only a third of the video. But say you put out a video that's 3 minutes and somebody watches all 3 minutes. Well, even though they watched 100% of that video, it's only 3 minutes compared to 10 minutes. So minutes watched plays a huge part in the algorithm too. So as you see, he's encouraging people to binge watch his channel. Again, if you are focused on stepping back from YouTube to spend time with your family, why are you still talking all about views? This is what I am saying. This dude is a salesman.
On this channel. And go back and watch some of those, because I'm sure you probably haven't watched all 800 of them, and we worked really hard on those. So,
and notice he even had to look away as he was saying that, because he knows deep down that he's being manipulative.
Guys, as I enter in this season of rest for me and my family, I just invite you to pray for us, pray for me, pray specifically that.
Pray for what? Pray for you to get more views? Pray for you to stop neglecting your wife? That's something you can do on your own. I pray for things that I can't control. I don't pray for things that I can do on my own. I don't need to pray. If I've got food in the kitchen, I don't need to pray to God to cook it. I can cook it. But if someone says, hey, I was diagnosed with cancer, okay, let's pray. Because that's out of our control. Let's pray for things that are necessary. I'm not praying for you to get more views. I'm not praying for you to stop neglecting your wife. That's not what we pray for.
I step up and be the man of God that God has called me to be in this season, to my wife, to my children, to my aging parents, and most importantly, that my ministry is to them. So I know this was kind of a long video, but I just wanted to share my heart with you all on where I'm at right now in my life, as well as the future of this channel. And I'm not saying that we'll never go back to 2 videos a week, but for the time being,
oh, now there's a chance we might go back. We might go back to 2 videos a week if you give me enough views. So give me enough views so I can go back to neglecting my family. Give me enough views so I can start ignoring my wife and my kids again. You just said that your 2 videos is causing you to not spend enough time with your family. But now you're saying, give me more views. It's up to you. It's all up to you. Give me enough views, and, maybe we will go back to 2 videos a week. Wow. I mean, do you guys see it? Do you see the manipulation? This guy is a salesman. He is not a Christian minister. And look at his eyes. Look how he's looking down right here. That's how you feel when you don't want to look straight into the camera because you're trying to get sympathy. Just like Mario used to do. Now, he's not on the same level as Mario. But this dude begging for views, manipulating the audience, and even exploiting his family. Here, let me show you this photo of my wife and kids. We know you have a wife and kids. You don't have to put them up there. What are you propping them up for? The same way Mario, hold on. The same way Mario here props up his certificate. Oh, look, I'm clean now. Feel free to send donations again. I'm good.
For the foreseeable future, we're gonna scale down to 1 really high quality video a week. That doesn't mean that there might be times whenever I create 2 videos a week where the next video might be me just sitting in front of a camera that doesn't have a whole lot of editing, not a lot of post-production. You're not going to see a lot of graphics kind of coming on the screen.
If I don't see graphics on a Christian video, I'm not watching. You had better have the best graphics if you want me to watch. You see what kind of stupid stuff he's concerned about? Graphics. I mean, I'm putting up the best graphics for you guys I can to get the most views. This is helping with the views. My badger doesn't have a name. If you guys want to have recommendations for what I should name my badger, let me know in the comments, because he's tired of not being addressed properly. Oh, he's real, by the way. Yep. This is not just a stuffed badger. But I mean, hey, you guys need high quality graphics and production. That's why I have him here. And I mean, look at this amazing backdrop I have. Have you guys seen anything like this? So yeah, that's where our focus should be, is on graphics.
It ain't just going to be me, the microphone, the camera, and that's it. And it might, be just me sharing my heart with you guys,
me begging for more views,
talking to you about where I'm at, like something like this,
like what you're doing now. And this does have some production. You did set everything up, which is fine, but you got that lame music, that lame piano in the background. Why? This isn't a movie. Are you about to propose to your wife again? This sounds like something off of or romantic love scene, or maybe a funeral scene. Maybe this is a romantic piano or a really sad piano. Either way, it's here to manipulate the viewers.
And I hope you'll enjoy those type of videos as well. So on weeks I might do 2 videos a week. The second one might look a little bit like this.
You just said that you're going down to 1 video a week. So why would you also be doing 2 videos a week? What are you? Make up your mind. Are you doing 2 or 1? And I mean, it's fine. I'm not up here saying that he has to do 2 or do 1, but I'm just responding to what he just said. That's what I'm referring to right now.
But for now, this is where we're at. So guys, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys so much. And thank you all for those of you who've been rocking with me for a long time, and you do support the channel, and you do watch the videos, and you do leave amazing comments. And just know that I see your comments. I see your encouragement. And
okay, if that's the case, if you've got a lot of people leaving you positive comments, encouraging comments, then that could be indication, that could be confirmation from God that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, that you're an instrument being used from God. So that's what you should be focused on, not the views. If you're getting a whole bunch of comments of people saying that you're wrong in the things you're saying, then that would be something to get worried about. But if most people like your, and most of your videos, most of Alan Parr's videos are good. The problems that I have is when he backloads works to the gospel. And I've heard him do that multiple times. And that's why I don't really watch him anymore. And when he talks about other topics, I typically agree with most of them. But even still, if you can't get the gospel, the simplicity of the gospel, you know, the Bible tells us we're to be childlike to enter heaven. We just need to believe the gospel. That's it. We don't need to perform and do some fancy works. It's just believing. It's the simplest thing. That's childlike faith. That's it. That's the gospel. But when you start adding, well, discipleship, you'd better make sure that you do this and you do that, you know, and then he made that video saying that some Christians are going to end up in hell. Why? Because they're not discipling themselves well enough. He was saying, well, you don't even read your Bible all that much and this and that, as if reading the Bible is the way that we're saved. Now, if you just want to encourage Christians, hey, you should read your Bible more, that's fine. But don't sit up there and connect it and merge it with our salvation and saying, well, that's a sign you may not be saved if, you know, you're not reading your Bible enough. Where the Bible tells us to have a childlike faith. That's how we're saved. Not through reading our Bible enough or going to church enough or even getting enough views on YouTube. Alan, you may need to question your salvation because you only got 14,000 views on that video. So I don't know if this guy's saved or not, guys. All right, let's go ahead and finish this up.
it lifts my spirit up every time I see that, even though a video might not get 1 million views, but the comments on each video are so positive and you guys are letting me know that you enjoy the content. So thank you so much. I love you guys. I'll be praying for you guys, and I hope you guys pray for me and my family and for this ministry as well. All right. I'll see you in the next video in a few days. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Is it going to be 1 or 2 videos next week? All right, Sword, I see you there. Now, see, Sword, you're talking about the video. You're not attacking anybody in here. Cool. So keep you on here. So if you want to come on the next one, like I said, just, don't fight with people in here. Don't attack people. It's okay to have it's okay if you disagree. You don't always have to jump on people and correct people. Just be cool. Get along, and I'll leave that open for you to come back on the next video if you want to. All right. Yeah. Be friends with people. Anna and I the other day had a disagreement, but we weren't jumping at each other's throats. Still friends. Still cool. So, yeah, we're all going to have disagreements at times. Are there anybody in here that's having disagreements with the things I just said about this video? And there very well may be some people. I may have some Alan Parr defenders in here. And they may disagree, but hopefully it would be respectful. Uh-oh. Video is freezing now. So if you guys want, I made this video exposing Alan Parr's $1,500 ministry class. If you want to look that up, you can check that out. I'm not sure why my computer is freezing. Let me see. Okay, there it is. And there's that thumbnail, like I told you. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. This video, obviously, this video is going on going over 2.5 hours. What I'm going to do is getting late. So I'm going to end this chat. I'm going to end this video. And then I'm going to open up another one. So if you guys want to come back in, we'll open up a new live stream. But I want to keep this for other people to watch. So what I'm going to do is if you guys want to chat amongst yourselves or ask me questions or whatever, then we'll do it on a separate live stream. So look for that in a couple minutes if you guys want to come back. But for now, I'm going to end this live. And I'll see some of you later.